we all go through different periods in our life. And so I will put a segue here that's why we need each other, because when we're going through it, we don't have to go through it alone. I don't know if you heard Dr. V's episode. Oh my gosh, that was incredible, what she went through, but she didn't go through it alone. She had her own community and her family, and sometimes we can make our own families too. The only way through is through, and we have to get through it. And when you listen to anybody or you talk to the elders, nobody goes through this life unscathed, but it's through our biggest challenges that's how we get the most growth. Look back at what you've been through. Think of your hardest challenges. And when you got to the other side, that's where the growth comes, and you got through it. Listen to J.J. Duncan's episode. I mean, she's amazing. And I mean, she is a storyteller, but her episode's amazing. And it also shows resilience. That's Amberly Lago too. We are a resilient species. That's definitely one of the other messages that comes through in every single episode, that we're resilient. And when you listen to every episode, you can get that. And Joey Klein, I don't know if you heard his, it was recent. He talks about how the life of an emotion is 90 seconds. It's the stories we attach to an emotion. And so if you feel a feeling and feel where it is in your body, close your eyes especially when it's intense, and feel where it is, and just slow down and really feel it, and feel it all the way through, and then let that feeling go through. Then you're creating new neurotransmitters in your brain, and you're never going to feel it in exactly the same way again. And that's growth too. So then you've gone through the feeling and you get to grow. And this is how we experience life in a different way. So even with different political things that are going on, if you feel something come up, say, oh, that's interesting. You can close your eyes and go, that's interesting. And put your hand on your heart, give yourself grace, and just kind of feel the feeling and say, oh, it's interesting. Where is that in my body? And these are different tools you can use as you go through your feelings, and really notice them and slow down and breathe. Breathe into them. I mean, we've had so many different breathwork people and EFT tapping, and those are all on the Facebook page or on YouTube. There's actual modalities, which is I'll segue into the next one of the other topics is, no matter what modality you're called to, yoga, EFT tapping, breath work, whatever it is you're called to, it works. They all work. Whatever you're called to, whichever one you're called to for a reason, use it. I've gotten such an education here. I think I will always notice my breath from here on out. I mean, I did for my meditation anyway, and I love yoga. I don't practice it enough, but we've had great yoga people on here. And the Facebook page also, that has all these different sessions when I've done live streams on here. All those live on the Facebook page, and they're also on YouTube, on the 52 Weeks of Hope YouTube. So you can always visit and do the breathwork sessions or the EFT tappings or all the different modalities we've had on here over this period of time. Anyway, they all work and they're all great. So whatever you're called to, use them. All right. Next thing is, life is to be lived. It is not to be watched on the sidelines. If you've listened to a lot of episodes, you hear me say, God doesn't drive parked cars. You can't sit in a corner going, God, please give me this job. God, I really want to do this. Whatever it is that you really want to do, take action. For some reason, I don't know how it works, but it works. If there's something you're really wanting to do and you feel called to do it, start taking action in that direction, and the energy of the universe starts rising up to meet you towards that dream or goal. I don't know how that works, but it just does. I wanted to podcast, and everything just started happening. I mean, people I wanted to interview, they show up. The right people start showing up. Everything starts showing up. So if you have a dream or goal you want to do, start taking that action. Even 15 minutes a day in that direction will get you there. It just will. You don't need to just wish for it. Life's in action, and it's a journey. So, and try to enjoy it. It's not about the destination. It is about the journey. I know how hokey that sounds. But Hala Taha talks about it. She's very successful, and it's a great episode from early on. And life's in session. And it's not to be watched on the sidelines. It's about taking the action in the direction of whatever it is that you want to do. If you feel like you're not aligned with what you're meant to be doing while you're here, take an action. And if you're not sure what that is, there's an ebook on the website to help you just figure that out. There's also a new quiz on the website. Do you self-sabotage? So that one's real good too. Another one of the messages is we become less hard on ourselves over time. So that's kind of a self-compassion thing, which is really, really great. Okay, so I don't know if you heard Deborah Horowitz, and she also has a live stream, so there's some extra bonus from her. But she talks about perfectionism and procrastination being the flip side of the same coin, that a lot of people won't start something they really want to do because they want to do it perfectly, which I found fascinating. I don't think I'm a perfectionist at all. I'm always amazed at anything I do. So I guess I had low goals for myself early on, but I just find that fascinating. My daughter doesn't agree with that, but I talked about it a lot. So yeah, I just find that interesting. I'm curious what you think, but she talks about that. Yeah, perfectionism and procrastination being the flip side of the same coin. So I don't know. Do you not start things because you're a perfectionist? I'm very curious about that. Okay. So the next thing is don't listen to the negative self-talk in your head. If your head starts going on and on, give positive time to affirmations, to whatever it is. There's no reason to listen to it. You're great. You're put on this earth for a reason. Nobody can do what you can do the way you can do it. So when your head starts going with a negative talk, you can thank it for sharing and then move on. But try to give equal weight to some fabulous things about you because you are great. No one has your handprint. Nobody can say the things you can say the way you can say them in your own unique way. So go ahead and give equal time or even more time to the great things about you. And we have all kinds of affirmations. If you need more, you can look at just on Insta. There's always affirmations being put up on the Insta page. If you need more, I can let you know, but you're great. Just say, I am great. Look in the mirror, look at your eyeballs, not at your hair or anything surrounding or what you're wearing. Look at your eyeballs and say, I am great. And then add to it, say, I've got this. I'm focused. Whatever you need. Just say that into your eyeballs. Say it all the time. When you're at a red light and in the rearview mirror, say, I'm great. The universe has my back. The future is as great as right now because all we have is right now, and it is great. So the biggest messages of all from all of this is love and service. Love always wins. It just does. So if somebody's pissing you off, close your eyes and send them love. Send everyone love.